Growthpoint Australia has raised 100 or looks to raise 150 million Australian dollars, that in a capital raising on that market. The proceeds of this will be used for the acquisition of 4 industrial properties and the reduction in its gearing. For more insights onto what this means for Growthpoint overall, Evan Robbins, who is a sector leader of listed property at Old Mutual Investments, joining us on the line. Evan, thanks so much for joining us today. So, of course, this has been a fantastic performer for Growthpoint overall. Their property portfolio in Australia, valued at 15.1 billion rand right now. And of course, Growthpoint here saying that they will exercise their rights in this upcoming rights issue. I mean, what do you think this overall means in terms of their increasing exposure to industrial property in this market?
I think it makes a lot of sense for them to increase the Australian investment. They're getting a higher yield on that Australian investment, and they're getting within their market, giving them money for the African portfolio in terms of the yield for the African portfolio. So it makes a lot of sense for them to increase the exposure, and they're sitting on excess cash on their balance sheet as well.
So of course, using that cash, I mean, overall, this Growthpoint has certainly delivered in light of the fact that there have been concerns around the outlook for property. I mean, what do you think is making Growthpoint such a defensive play in terms of its distribution so far?
They've got a very diversified portfolio given their size, and they have done pretty well considering the size of the portfolio. They have shown their robustness across the portfolio.
Geographically right now, I mean, do you like the mix of their geographic exposure? What would you like to see going forward from Growthpoint?
Their recent deals have been in office space, and we don't like the office space, so we prefer for Growthpoint to be more buying retail assets. They tried with Fountainhead and that didn't work out, but that's a more attractive area for them, I think, to be in this market.
Evan, thanks for joining us for that. Evan Robbins, sector head of listed property at Old Mutual Investments.